As we know that if a company wants to raise its output, increase its output, if it want to expand its operations, so further its overall cost, everything day by day, it want to get reduced. So only that situation is known as economies of scale. So if the company, if they want to achieve this economies of scale, so if they want to increase their output, they have to reduce their cost of production, their overall cost of production, their input cost. If it get reduced only, that circumstances we can name them as economies of scale. So it can be possible either internal economies or external economies. So internal economies is that within the firm. Okay, so a particular unit is known as firm. When it is put together, collection of firm is known as industry. So if it is peculiar or unique to a particular firm alone, so if it is possible for them to reduce their cost of production, then it is known as internal economies. External economies means a particular industry itself, it has got flourished, and if its output, if it is getting reduced, and the overall cost of production, if it is getting reduced because of the expansion of that industry, then that is known as external economies of scale. So economies of scale can be internal economies and external economies. Internal economies means within the control of the firm. If the firm is if they are efficient enough to reduce their cost of production, and if they can, if they, it is possible for them to raise their output means, then that is known as internal economics. It can be by any of the way: managerial, financial, technical, marketing. So all these, if they are running efficiently, particularly if, as we discussed yesterday, if there are when they want to go on a large scale basis, so if, they will be having a separate divisions, departments for each thing. For production, production manager will be there; for finance, finance manager; and then for every each and human resource, HR will be there. For every department, divisions, they will be having separate people, and they will be looking after their own department. And each employee will get specialized in his own job, so he will be fitting into that job, and he will be doing efficiently that work. So in such case, you can reduce your cost of production and increase your output level. Okay, so this is applicable for the large scale firms we are discussing right now. Okay, small, we are not discussing about the small scale level business, but we are discussing about the large scale business. If they want to increase their output and reduce their cost of production, how this is possible for a particular firm. Okay, so particular firm, how it is possible for a individual unit. Then finance, as we discussed yesterday, so it can raise loans, and even if they want to mobilize funds from the public, they can enter into the capital market. So because large scale level firms, large firms, they usually have good reputation, goodwill for them. Okay, good brand image will be there for a particular firm, so they can easily obtain finance. Everything is possible, which is not possible for the small scale level business. Okay, so fulfilling all the criteria, eligibility, everything, everything for it is easy for the large firms compared to the small firms. So obtaining finance at the cheap rates, everything is possible for the large firm. So as we discussed, we have both the pros and cons here. Okay, so pros are discussed under economies, and cons, that is the drawbacks, are discussed under diseconomies of scale. Okay, so economies of scale, you're just going what are the benefits that you get while expanding your business unit, while increasing your output level, and how you're going to reduce your cost of production is discussed under economies of scale. Whereas diseconomies, under diseconomies, if you see, you're going to discuss about if you want to expand your unit to the next level, what are the drawbacks you are facing, how the cost of production is getting increased. About that you are going to discuss under diseconomies. So this is the basic difference. Okay, for economies and diseconomies. So if you see economies, internal and external. Internal is peculiar to that single unit. That firm is going to achieve that cost advantage, everything, not the industry. Okay, but external economies is that if one firm is enjoying certain benefit, no, all other firm is also enjoying that benefit, enjoying that cost advantage, and if they are possible to expand their business unit, their output level, no, that is known as external economies. So if you see this, all these are done by a single unit and they are going to enjoy on their own. Okay, so it is like that. So the technical, again, if they come out with some innovative R&D facility, everything is there uh, for that company or the business unit. Then modernized equipments, tools, machineries, everything, if they have, they can reduce their overall cost of production and they can yield profits, they can increase their output level, productivity, can, everything can be increased. So if own R&D facility, if they are small level business, they don't have that much of R&D and they don't come up with the new technology innovations, all those things. But if you see the large firms, no, if they want to expand to the next level, they always looking for how to come out with some innovative thing. Okay, so if they come out with innovative technology and implement that into their business, surely they can reduce their cost of production. Okay, so maintenance, everything will get raised, you know, if you are using outdated machinery in your factory. So everything that overhauling, maintenance expenditure, everything will get increased. So whenever you are going to adapt to the latest thing, no, then you can easily reduce your cost of production. Okay, your input cost will get reduced and you can also earn more profits and increase your output level. Okay, so marketing, similarly, the advertisement expenditure that they are going to incur. Okay, so if you are producing 10 units also, if you are going to make incur some advertisement expenditure, the same thing only if you produce 1000 units also. Okay, so your advertisement budget or expenditure will not get changed. Okay, and then distribution also, promotional distribution activities, everything, no, whatever you do for the when your number of units is small, that same thing only you're going to incur even for the large scale level production. Okay, so then you can, when you want to expand also, it is possible for the firm if they yeah, if they can reduce their cost of production by using that by controlling that advertisement expenditure, everything, if they are possible. Okay, sales people will be there, so you can use those sales effort and you can increase your sales also. Sales personnel will be there for your company, so you can train them, you can make them to make more sales in your company. So all these are possible, yeah, even if you want to expand your output level. Okay, so same wages or the salary you're going to pay to them. Okay, so this is possible even with the marketing personnel also. So like this internal economies, if you see, you want to reduce your cost of production, at the same time you are going to increase your output level also. So that is known as internal economies, and which is unique to that particular firm or efforts nala, how it is going to achieve this. So that is known as internal economies. So because of particular firm actions, because of that, how it is going to increase their output, how it is going to reduce their cost of production, that is known as internal economies. But external economies is that a particular industry, under that many firms will be there, many units will be functioning under that particular industry. So it can be a iron and steel industry or pharmaceutical industry or uh, textile industry or any other food processing industry, like that any industries can be there. So under that many firms will be there, many competitive firms will be working under that, they will be carrying out their business operations. Now because of that industry is enjoying something, in the all the other firms which are working under that also will have the same benefit. Okay, so they will also be enjoying that same benefit. In such a case, if cost of production, if it is getting reduced, okay, so our neighbor firm is getting some benefit, or if they are able to reduce their cost of production, the same thing will happen to our firm also. They can also increase their output level and reduce their cost of production. For example, if you see, if a particular industry, many firms are locating in a particular place, then the basic raw material which I purchase, no, that will be available at times in cheaper cost also. Easily I can access that raw material. Okay, so if it is far, no, only one firm is running there, or if it is far for me to transport everything, no, if that is it will increase my cost of production. If suppose many firms are locating in the same place or buying from same supplier, no, then they can come to know about the input cost, price, everything they can come to know, where it is cheaply available, where you can easily get access, everything you can come to know, transportation, everything, that basic infrastructure facility, no, that you can easily avail. Okay, so if you are working under a particular industry. Okay, so that is known as external economies. So external economies means the particular industry's action. Because of that, if all the other firms, all the individual units, if they are going to get the benefit, particularly the cost advantage, cost benefits, if they are possible for them to get, and if it is possible for them to increase their output level, then that is known as external economies. So economies of information, so economies of concentration, resource and development, economies of specialization, all these have been given here. So that means if you see, as we discussed now, if a particular firm is located in one place, okay, so and many other competitive firms is also getting settled over in that nearby places, then all can it is like a neighbor only. You can get the information where to order, where to place orders, which supplier will give you at the cheap rate. Okay, so credit facility, everything you can get, you can easily access the information about that. Okay, so because of the industry, all the individual units, if they are going to get benefit, then that is known as external economies. Similarly, the research and development, if the industry itself, if they are coming out with some new technology, then it will be adapted quickly by all the other firms, by all the other competitive firms. They can easily get adapted to it. Okay, so research and development, and then economies of concentration, it makes the firm to focus. Okay, so to focus, it makes the firm to focus on how to increase the output, how to reduce cost, everything they are going to focus, where the factor prices will be cheap, everything they can focus, and they can do it in a better way, and they get specialized in that, whatever they are operating, no, they can get specialized in that fields, and basic infrastructure, transportation facility, everything, it is become easily available for all the other competitive firms. Okay, so that is external economies. External economies is that the basic infrastructure, the transportation facilities, communication facilities, all those things, no, R&D facilities, everything that you are able to avail because of that industry. If industry is expanding, then automatically the small units who are coming out with some innovative ideas, those who are coming out with something, if they want to increase their profit, no, they try to quickly adapt whatever the changes taking place in the industry. They can quickly adapt. They can quickly adapt, and they can increase their output level also, productivity, as well as they can reduce their cost of production also. Okay, so if you see, internal economies is that because of a individual unit, because our own effort. Okay, so take for example your own individual effort. Because of that, if you are going to get good marks or percentage, it is that your hard work and the effort you put and the dedication your involvement in your studies. Because of that, if you are going to get a good percentage, then that is internal. Okay, so due to the efforts of other factors, due to the staff effort and other thing, college environment, the atmosphere of where you can share with your friends and staff, and because of that you're going to gain knowledge, and if you're going to get benefit, and because of that you're going to study well, and if you're going to increase your CGPA, then that is external something. Okay, so like that, internal and external, because of the particular firms effort, and because of them, if they are going to flourish and expand, and if they are possible for them to increase their output level and reduce their cost of production, then that is internal. So because of all these efforts, okay, if they are going to involve with utmost, all these they are going to put in the best possible manner, their efficiency will get improved here. This is because that particular industry, if it is offering them a proper infrastructure, basic thing requirements, transportation, more number of suppliers will come, right? So if suppose the even the parallel other sectors will also grow. If there are more firms in a particular industry, means if suppose take for example a food processing industry is there, under that many firms will be there. Okay, so now basically agricultural production, the basic thing, raw material I require, everything will get raised. Whatever the ingredients I require now, even the suppliers will get benefited there. So this is somewhat like positive externality only. So because of one person or one firms or one industry's action, because of that if other people are going to get benefited, mean that that it is a positive externality. So here also if you see, because of the manufacturing food processing industry, many firms are going to get benefited. They are going to get the basic infrastructure, everything, facilities, and even the suppliers are also going to get benefited here. Many suppliers, they will start to provide the basic raw materials. Even the agricultural production, whatever you require for to prepare that food, food products, then that production also will cultivation production also will get accumulated here. So like that, even the suppliers are also they are also going to get benefited out of that, and the firm who is operating also can get all the basic raw materials whatever required for their production, or they can get at the cheap rates here. Okay, so at the lowest price they can compare, they can get access over the information whatever other firms are getting at what price, from which one will be the quality raw material, everything they can discuss, they can share among that. So yeah, technology, everything they can share among them, factor prices can be reduced, everything is possible under external economies. So I think till this it will be clear for you what is meant by economies of scale. Under that, you must explain what is meant by economies of scale. You want to increase your production, at the same time if you are able to reduce even your cost of production, then that is known as economies of scale. So under that, internal and external economies of scale.